Sweden is opening up now after the pandemic, and many companies have this deal that they can work like 2 or 3 days from home and 2 or 3 days in the office. And my wife's going to do one of those solutions. So I'm going to help her out to set up a proper live streaming studio for Teams meetings, because that's really important. If you don't commute, you will save a lot of money, and you can easily buy some proper camera equipment for just a little chunk of the money that you will save from not commuting. So this is the starter, the ring light from Elgato. So I think this will be the perfect one for her setup. I haven't decided on the camera yet, but it's going to be probably one of the Sony models. And with the microphone, I'm definitely going to go for the SM7 once again, because this microphone is easily the best one I've ever used for speech. It's perfect, and that's important when you do Teams meeting and stuff like that. If you're a consultant, an engineer, you do a lot of talking, and it's very important that people understand you. And it doesn't have to be a problem with the technology if you work from home or on a distance. Just get proper equipment. And anyways, if you don't want to shell out a fortune, if you're just going to buy one thing, I'd say grab a proper light. That's super important for video quality, because if you get good light, you can use just about any camera and still get pretty decent results. I'm just now running one of my Elgato lights in here to do this cell phone video, and I mean, it's not perfect, but you can clearly see me, and it just works. So first, get a good light. A bad camera with good lighting, I would prefer that any day of the week than a good camera with bad lighting. And then the second thing that is also really important is to get a proper microphone. And that, I mean, the SM7 it costs a fortune. Yes, it does, but it's worth it in my opinion, because it sounds so good. It's unbelievable for speech. And there are cheaper microphones, of course, you can go for. And what I've learned now, when I've been trying out with both dynamic microphones and condenser microphones, the good thing with these dynamic microphones is that they have pretty good room rejection. I mean, this room has no acoustic treatment whatsoever, and it still sounds good when I record a speech. But when you go for a condenser mic, chances are that it will pick up more of the room. And that means you have to do some acoustic treatment, otherwise you will get a lot of reverberation, which is not that good for when people need to understand what you're saying. There should be a dry space. So with this one, it's kind of that you get the room in the package as well, room treatment. It's built into the microphone. So I really love this piece, and I really like the Elgato lights. They also are a problem solver. Yeah, that's a short rundown. We'll see later on what kind of gear we end up with in the end. Good night.